So Microsoft had the developer direct a couple of weeks ago, and Phil Spencer's been out doing interviews and talking about the Xbox business in general. And one of the interviews was with the YouTube channel Destin, and there were a couple of interesting things that came up. So we recently talked about Black Myth Wukong not being on Xbox, and the developers came out and said that they can't get the game to run on the Xbox Series S. And I mentioned some other cases of developers saying that the limitations of the Series S has caused them issues. So he was asked about if Xbox would try to get rid of the parity clause with the Series S, meaning that you don't have to get the game to run on both systems to release it on Xbox. Well, Phil Spencer gave his answer, which was basically, no, it's not going away. He mentions that it's in line with handhelds like the ROG Ally and Steam Deck, and games are more scalable nowadays, and having the cheaper console is a differentiator for Xbox. Which I actually do agree, the Series S stands out this generation, especially at the price point that it's at. It's nice to have a current gen system for around $300 that can run the latest games. One of the topics they talked about in this interview was their hardware overall. And Phil Spencer thinks that the next gen Xbox needs to be more innovative hardware-wise. He basically said the current Xbox is too similar to the PS5, and he feels like they need to differentiate somehow so people have more of a choice when it comes to buying their gaming hardware. Funny enough, that's one of the things I rambled about during my live stream last week, that the Xbox and PlayStation, they're just kind of boring. They're both basically the same thing when it comes to the hardware. So it would be great, in my opinion, if next generation, one of them takes a risk and does something a little bit different.